Hey friends, Shay here. So today I am here to talk to you more about Don't Call It Mystery. So I have now read Omnibus 3 and 4. So I am now officially 4 volumes into this series. And if you remember from my previous video where I talked about Don't Call It Mystery, I wondered if it was my favorite josei I've ever read. And I'm still standing by that statement right now. I do think it is. And I can definitely understand why this one is so well renowned worldwide in the manga space. In Don't Call It Mystery, Totonu is one of the most engaging characters that I have come across in a very long time. Totonu is, I would say, a little neurospicy if we're being honest here. But obviously they're not using that on page. But Totonu is just an average guy who keeps getting pulled into these interesting circumstances. We pick up where we left off in Volume 2 with Volume 3, and we're in the middle of a family-centered drama that centers around the death of all of their parents and what is to continue of this particular mystery. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you things because spoilers, but I am very invested in the future of this series, which is why I am once again making a video about this. So if you're unfamiliar with Don't Call It Mystery, you can check the previous video where I talked pretty thoroughly about the first volume. So you can go ahead and get the thoughts on the complete series there. But in this one, I'm almost endeared even more to Totonu because he really doesn't want to be involved in all of this, but he keeps getting pulled into it and he can't figure out why. And there's a person that you meet in that first omnibus that kind of on the fringes seems to be coming back into play in the upcoming omnibus. We get that more towards the end of this one. This one is mostly focused on the mystery at the end of Volume 2. Basically all of Volume 3 and I would say a little bit of Volume 4 is the focus of that particular mystery. So it looks like we're going to get pulled along on Totonu's journey, and I'm just here for it. And the art, once again, is just very uniquely beautiful. And as I was reading this, because it was my first pick for 30 and 30, because I hadn't gotten to it in August, and I just kept taking pictures of panels of discussions that were being had. And it was brilliant. It was so, so good. I loved it so very much. I'm going to go ahead and insert those here so you can kind of see them, because this series is amazing because of the discussions that it's having, as well as its characters and its art. But along the way, as you're solving these mysteries, there are all these little additional pieces that the mangaka is bringing into the story that are opening up a bigger discussion, and it lets you get Totonu's worldviews. I mean, there's a whole chapter dedicated to them having a discussion with an elderly person about meditations, the book by Marcus Aurelius, and quotes from that and how that affects the decisions that they make. And it's amazing. Like, it's so good. I could sit here and gush about it forever, and I really considered talking to you in spoilers about this series, but I just wanted another excuse to tell you to go and pick this up. Honestly, it is the best series I have started this year. Period. End of story. No holds barred. Like, I don't see anything topping this that is new that I am starting this year. There are other things that I'm in the middle of that are right on par with it, I would say, but there's nothing new coming to the table like this. This has that psychological element to it. This is a series that makes you think. It's a series that is very dense, and I spend a ton of time reading these volumes when they come out. I mean, I easily spent 3 hours reading this omnibus. And normally, an omnibus this size in another series, I would be done in about an hour. So that tells you just how much I'm loving the journey of the series. It is dense, but it makes me think. And that's not a bad thing. I love stories that make me think. When it comes to my literature, that's something that I look for. I either want something that's going to make me think really hard or something that's going to let me just enjoy and shut off my brain. I have both sides of myself over in that reading space. I don't have that as much in manga. Manga is a lot of like a shut off my brain and enjoy the ride, except for a few series. This is one of those series. So if you like a manga that makes you think, if you like a manga that's going to challenge your worldviews, Don't Call It Mystery is perfect for that. But it also has all of this psychological mystery element. There's this mystery person in the background that we don't know when they're going to come back, but they have more story to tell with that person. And I'm so excited for it. So with that said, I'm not going to keep going on because I'm afraid that I will start to spoil things if I keep going. But if you have not picked up Don't Call It Mystery, please, for my sake, give it a try. Check it out from a library, borrow it from a friend, whatever you need to do. But this series is something truly special, and I really love and appreciate it for that. Totonu's curly hair actually comes into play in this particular volume, which was also very, very fun. But anyhow, please, 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 read Don't Call It Mystery. Like, I can tell you till the dogs come home to read it, but I really hope that the fact that I'm making a second video about it makes you really consider picking it up, because I don't do a lot of dedicated videos to manga series. I mean, I do like my try threes and stuff, and I've done some of that for big things or things where I've read an entire series, but I don't break it down like this very often. And usually when I do, it's like a new imprint or something. This isn't a new imprint. This is just straight up 7 Seas. It's just the fact that they brought this amazing series to the US that makes me sit here and tell you that you need to pick it up, because I am obsessed. Let me give you a little more sampling of the art here. Like, that's another cover over in Japan. But it's so good. I love it so much. And like, this person is an amazing character in this volume. I really enjoyed what they brought to the table. So, anyhow, with that said, I promise I'm done. Please pick up Don't Call It Mystery. I do have an affiliate link linked down below where you can pick that up. I would love it if you'd support me as well as supporting the manga, but I understand if you can't or won't. So, with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're here just because you love me, leave an umbrella emoji, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's been raining for days now, been running like a child. Can't feel the cold, well, I'm lost here with you, lost in the woods. Lost as I should.